Okay, going to continue with my seats here. I got myself a clean surface. This frame is all painted now, so I'm thinking the adhesive will stick a little bit better to this. So let's give this a try here. I got some of this spray adhesive. Some on that side. I'll put some also in here on the inside. Okay. Put these two halves together now. See what we get. Okay, so I flipped this over so I got the weight of the frame down on the foam. So the foam is glued down, and then this little edge piece I kind of pulled up, and I'm going to let this set up here. I think this is right. We'll see what happens here. Hopefully I'm on the right track. Okay. Okay. Let's try the bottom now. Okay, so here's my seat bottom. The heavy wire is still in place. So that's so I'll be able to go through this groove and get the hog rings in. There's also these two side wires here. Yeah, so that'll be for when I get into these channels here. So I'm just learning as I go. For now, I'm going to glue this on here. I'm just going to put some adhesive down in here. Let these fuse together. See what happens. So I'm going to continue with my upholstery project. I got my foams installed on the frame, like you just saw. Now, I watched a couple of videos because I had absolutely no idea what I was doing. As it turns out, the little wires, there's little wires in here that slide into these chambers, or to these channels, I should say. That's called listing wire. I'd never heard of that before. Listing wire, it's what it's called. So I've got the old listing wire reused in here. And my seat came with two pockets like this. So I've got the seat turned inside out, obviously the cover. So I thought maybe I would need some wires in here, but looking at my foam, this is just a flat area, so I guess there's no need for listing wires to go in here. I had cut these, I just took a coat hanger and I had cut these two strips thinking that they would go in there, but it looks like there'd be nothing to fasten on here. So I guess the whole point is that you put the cover on and then you grab this listing wire in this channel and you sort of go through here and you pinch through the foam and you grab the other rods that are on the other side. There are corresponding rods around so that you can tuck it's the way, I guess, of tucking the fabric in so that it stays. And then you pull the fabric around and you obviously hog ring it around, all around. So, I mean, I don't know. These are hog rings. These are hog ring pliers. I've never used these before. So I'm going to set the camera up and I'm going to attempt to put this skin on here and attempt to use these pliers. And I can't say this looks like it's going to be easy, but gosh, I don't know. You got to dig through here, grab the fabric, and go grab that rod on the other side, which is kind of crazy. I don't know if you're supposed to cut. In some applications I've seen where they cut through the foam. I'm not sure if you're supposed to separate this. I don't know. Or maybe cut channels. Maybe cut a slit where your ring would go through. I'm not sure. Anyway, this is all trial and error. All right, let's give this a go. Okay, well, I got my first ring in, and it was absolutely hideous. I actually don't know how I'm going to do this. I ended up putting a piece of string through the listing wire, and I flipped the whole thing around, and then I pulled this through, and then I got a ring here in this hole. The listing wire is actually, not the listing wire, but the heavier wire is underneath here, and I just cannot get my hand in there. I don't know how you're supposed to do that. So anyway, I don't know. I sliced a little channel on the other side. So maybe with the first one in, I got the first one in. I'm gonna struggle. I don't know. I don't even know how many you're supposed to get in here. I'll try to put one in every corner, and I'll try to come down. If I have to use the string technique to pull it through, I'll do that. Okay, I think I'll just put the camera. Uh, I mean, there's a lot of wrinkles here. Yeah, of course I still have to flip this around, and I really have to pull the sides and back to get this out. And I'm gonna do that. I think one of the biggest issues, what happens is, and of course, I have no clue what I'm talking about. I've mentioned several times this is my first time doing this, and I probably shouldn't have, but I wanted to try it. Anyway, I don't know if you can pick that up, but there's a little bit of waviness in here. That's probably due to the listing wire and the seat fabric not really being clamped in the right. Sometimes you got to pop out, I guess, some of these hog rings and reposition them, because you can sort of clip them, and they kind of go kind of all over the place. But I think this is okay. It's okay for a first try. Like I said, I'm gonna really pull the back and try to pull this stuff out. I mean, the foam does have some compressibility. I'm gonna hog ring the back of this, and then we'll have another look at it. I said this is not easy at all. I mean, in theory, it's pretty simple, but I mean, these little hog ring pliers, I mean, getting those way down deep, I mean, you know, maybe if they were a bit longer. I mean, I'm making excuses because I just don't really know. But anyway, whatever I end up with will certainly be better than what I had. I wish they looked perfect because, like I mentioned before, these skins and this foam was $1,300. So I don't really like experimenting, and you've seen some of the rings I got from the back, which is, you're not supposed to do that. I've watched a few videos, and I never saw anybody going through the back. I never saw anybody using string to pull things tight. But I mean, sometimes you just got to do what you got to do, and you learn as you go. And I suppose that's learning as you go is how you learn and how you get good. But I'm going to put this back on a bit of a fast motion, and I'm going to carry on with the hog rings. And I'm going to clip this back, try to pull this as much as I can. They say that putting this out in the sun removes wrinkles. I don't think we're close enough to the sun to get rid of these wrinkles, but anyway, I'm going to carry on, and I'll have another look at this in a bit. Well, here's my first backer. It's not perfect. There's a couple wrinkles here, a couple wrinkles there, but I pulled them from the back. I didn't want to overdo it on the pulling. I could probably pull these a bit more. And these on the back, I've discovered, same with this one. I could probably make these a bit tighter, but I'm afraid of ripping. you can actually pull these, and there's little hooks. That's what I was doing with the screwdriver and the hammer. So I could probably snug these up a bit, but you can see this, it's not too tight here. I could maybe bring these around a bit, and that would get rid of some of the front wrinkles. But I think for now, I'm going to leave this one alone. I'm going to call this one done for now. Hog rigging where it's accessible is very easy. And of course, there is a trim piece that's going to go on here with clips. Unfortunately, you're going to have to poke little holes for the clips to go in, which to me seems like that could tear. But anyway, I don't see another way around that, unless I just glued the backer on. But anyway, I'm going to call this one done for now. I'm going to move on to the seat bottom. There's my seat bottom. Let's see how this one goes. Okay, so I got the top done like you just saw. I'm going to attempt to do the bottom now. So I got the skin in place. I got 3 rings tucked down into this channel, into the front channel for this pleat. Not sure how that's going to turn out. And then I've got to do at least 3 rings going down here through this wire into this groove, and I'm going to try one into this groove as well. See if I can fasten some rings down there. These ones are particularly deep, and see if I can wrap this around, make it look like a seat. All right. Well, I got the beginnings of the seat part. Of course, now I just ran out of hog rings, so this part is not as bad. The hideous part is reaching in those channels and hooking the hog ring beyond the foam and through the bars. So this part here wrapped around pretty good. These could always be, you could always let go of these and readjust. My problem now, well, luckily I still have my second old one that I can go by. And obviously I got a long way to go here to make it look like that. But anyway, I wanted to get this sort of started, and I mean it's not great. Of course, my big rear end will sit on there, so it'll flatten over time, and once the weather gets to it and the sun, hopefully. And I still do need to pull this back and wrap it. For now, I gotta go out and find some hog rings. So I'll be right back. Okay, well, I got my hog rings and I finished my seat. I just got my two pieces together there, just to give you an idea what the final result is. So this is going to be my thumbnail, basically, kind of a before and after. Could not find these anywhere. Amazon, of course. Amazon, they were here in 2 days. Fantastic. Now, obviously, I'm going to end it here. This video has been long enough. This is me reupholstering my seats for the very first time. And I learned a lot. Obviously, when I do the second one, it'll go better. I'll do a video later when I follow up, when I put everything back together. I obviously got to make a decision if I'm going to reuse all these plastics. And if I do, obviously, one of them is completely broken. It has to be repaired. They have to be painted black. And I got to address the seat carriage bracket thing. That's got to be all sanded and painted. Anyway, I'm going to leave it here for now. Reupholstering the seat on my Mercury Comet. It was not easy. Not easy at all, but I did it myself. It cost me $0. They're not perfect, but they look okay. Like everything on my car, they look okay. They look pretty good from a few feet back. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. See what I'm up to with this old car. And we'll catch you on the next one.